Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Raccoons, possums, birds, right now they are crawling and digging and flying their way into people's homes all over East Tennessee. If you have an unwanted critter that has made his way into your home or property, or you just want to prevent that from happening, you see where they're trying to get in there, call Southeast Termite and Pest Control. They have a wildlife division. They can come out, catch these guys, and remove them. And take a look at their website, give them a call. They do unbelievable work in terms of preventing people from coming in, really good grates and things that they build. Looks good. And they do repair work that is outstanding as well. Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Give them a shout. View them at southeasttermite.com. Okay, let's cover some news and notes to steal a segment from Sports Talk. Very quickly, just talking basketball here. It was announced this week that incoming five-star guard Kennedy Chandler will be playing on the U.S. 19 and under team in the Basketball World Cup next month. So there's your incoming five-star freshman that everybody's high on. Going to be playing for the U.S. under 19 team in the World Cup next month. And this past week, 3 former Vols all did some great things in front of the scouts at the NBA Combine. Of the 69 players, and this is from UT, they put this out, of the 69 players working out at the Combine, Keon Johnson, Eve Pons, and Jaden Springer finished 1st, 3rd, and 6th out of 69 in the vertical leap drill, and they finished 1st, 4th, and 5th in the standing vertical leap drill. Johnson posted a 48-inch vertical leap, which broke the previous record, which was set 20 years ago, by 2.5 inches. Now, I'm not big into the measurable stuff, but these scouts are, so that's going to help their draft status. So here's my question. Incoming freshman's one of the nation's best. You got 3 guys outgoing who could all be drafted if Pons sneaks into the second round. 2 of them could be in the lottery. Does this raise pressure on Rick Barnes even further? Now that you've got this thing to where you're getting 5 stars every year, you're getting one and dones every year, you're having guys going to the lottery now. We already know it jumped once. Despite his resume saying he is here, they paid him more, so everybody knows we expect Final Fours every year. All right. Now, with this happening, do the expectations go further, Chuck Cavaleris?
Yeah, they have to. I mean, especially.
Do they have to?
No, yes. I mean, as you're bringing in more and more talent, and then you don't feel like your season, like last year, was, what to me, wildly inconsistent, and certainly didn't end the way you thought it would. I mean, you lost your first round game as a favorite in the NCAA tournament, and now you're bringing in more talent, and the missing piece with the point guard that was so sorely missed.
He was a favorite at the Chucky Casino, right? The same one that calls Vitello a lot. Okay, go ahead.
Right. No, I mean, but that's the nature of the beast, right? There's going to be pressure, and when you get to that level of competition, I mean, how much higher can it go up?
That's kind of my question: is how does it go up further than it already is? Okay, Final Four isn't good enough. You got to make the championship game. All right, Jimmy. Pressure rises as all this increases.
And that's not just for Rick Barnes. I think that's anywhere. I think that's just the way fan bases are. But and then once you reach a certain level of success, then you want a little bit more. So if you get to the Sweet 16, all right, well, now you need to get to the Elite 8. You get to the Elite 8, now you get to the Final Four. If you get to the Final Four and you lose in 3 overtimes to Gonzaga, this guy's not a good overtime coach. So you're going to face some of that. But I do think the expectations go up along the way. The more success you have, then it's like, okay, what's that next step until you get to the national championship? Now, Tennessee's never been to the Final Four. We all know that in men's basketball.
Right.
But that won't stop some people from feeling like that's what he ought to be able to do with the talent he's bringing in.
What's interesting is you look at other programs. I mean, Kentucky's recruiting like this, and they're churning guys out, and they haven't reached a Final Four in a couple of years. I mean,
2015?
Yeah, longer than,
So, it's not as easy as, well, you've got a couple of lottery picks, you should make it.
No.
It's not necessarily the way it works. Josh, let me go ahead. You can answer that first question. I'm guessing your answer will be the same as those guys. Yes.
I think they should go to 2 Final Fours this year.
Okay, this year.
They should get 2 of the 4 spots.
Okay.
I mean, expectations, they're just, I think they go up for a number of reasons. The money, the social media attention, where you're just talking about it over and over again, so the buildup continues to grow. But expectations and pressure, I guess I look at it 2 different ways. Expectations are high because of all the talk. Pressure is from where? From a portion of the fan base, maybe, but from the athletic department, from your bosses, from people who make decisions. I don't think there's any added pressure there. But expectations, I think that naturally goes up for everybody the longer their tenure is.
And
Although one
Josh and the
affects the
Cavaliers.
other. One can affect the other, though.
Sometimes,
if you get I mean, well, at UT, often.
Right.
I mean, you can have a contract with a guy, and if the fan base goes, we don't like him. Oh, geez, sorry, we had that deal with you, but never mind.
Tear it up. Hey, Josh, in the Cavaliers household, it's not pressure, my man. It's opportunity.
There you go.
Well,
It's now here.
It's now here. The opportunity is there.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, he has it does work against a coach, not just Barnes, but anywhere. It does work against a coach once you build the brand, I guess. Mm-hmm. But here's the other side of that: is there's no question Tennessee is swimming in waters it has never swum in before, and we'll ask this question a little later in terms of where this program is and which program is the best on campus right now. But it seems that there's a feeling that basketball is underachieving when you could make a very good case your basketball program has never been stronger in terms of its national brand as it is right now.
And consistency.
I saw somebody the other day say, well, he's only been to the NCAA tournament 3 to 6 years. Well, that's because, like Tony Vitello, he inherited a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And you
So
remember what it
he had
was?
to rebuild it the first 2 years.
Those first 3 years, weren't people saying Rick Barnes is just coming to Tennessee to sit in his rocking chair and get ready to retire?
Well, you gotta
he's,
get-
he's not going to recruit a top 100 player.
Yeah.
You know, look at it now.
Yeah, but when they didn't have a good year last year, all the rocking chair retirement jokes came right back out because those same people who threw them out to begin with had to just put them in the corner and couldn't bring them out for a year when it was looking good. So this year was a disappointment. It's like, oh, remember what I said about the rocking chair?
And we'll see what the basketball results are on the floor, but the way that they were able to replace those who left last year's roster for this upcoming year, in my opinion, improved it. Doesn't that tell you where the program is?
Yeah, the program's in really good shape. Whether that means they're going to be in the Final Four, I don't know. But in terms of consistently competing,
Yes.
I think and consistently competing for the best players in the country. And it doesn't hurt him anytime Kevin Durant goes out and looks like the best player on the planet, which he did again when he was playing with the Nets.
Chucky Note Casino thinks there'll be a lot to be improved.
Yeah, that's right, it's a lot. Okay, what have we got coming up in the next segment? The Vols non-conference hoop schedule is the best I've ever seen. I think basketball goes on too long. I think a lot of the non-conference stuff is boring. Not this year. As a matter of fact, I said that on a show a few weeks ago. I think UT upgraded their schedule just to spite me. We'll discuss it next on the Sports Source. Come on back.